I thought I would feature in this video the LED lighted items, well, at least some of them are LED, that kind of get lost behind the 78 blow-ups that are in the yard. So I'm going to show you these lighted items while they're in daylight, and then we'll come back and show them lighted at night. We are fortunate in that we have in the Omaha area 2 places that sell these, Holly Dynamics and Bright Ideas. They do a great job, and we get a combination of stuff from both of them. That's see, you can't really tell during the daylight what these are, but at night they show up, so it kind of give you an idea. That's a Frankenstein right there. That's one of a kind. Bright Ideas had one made up as a prototype, and they decided not to manufacture them, and they sold it to me. I'm appreciative. The I guess, I don't know, the half moons or whatever those are called, were really Christmas decorations, but I changed the light covers from white to orange and have made them Halloween-like. So we put this stuff on the fence to kind of give us some backdrop of lighted items at night. The skull I like particularly. I got 2 different skulls, one bigger than the other. They each came from different suppliers. The Skeleton Man, he's been with me since day 1 20 years ago. Now these have 3 kind of iterations of lights. One is the incandescent light, which you can replace the bulbs. However, if 1 or 2 bulbs go out, the whole string goes out. So you got to buy a thing called a magic box that allows you to turn on the light string with bulbs being burned out, and then you could see which ones are burned and replace them. The second iteration was a LED only, and you couldn't replace those bulbs individually, so if something went bad you had to buy a whole new strand. And the third iteration was, which is now the new items, are replaceable LED bulbs, which is kind of great. They don't burn out quite as much, and if they do, you can replace them. So that's a good deal. So this is the other fence on the other side of the house, where you have a boo and a ghost right there. And on the fence, those are called icicles. And again, those were Christmas decorations. I think I bought them at a garage sale, actually, maybe. Some family was moving, didn't want them anymore. So I changed the white covers to orange covers. And that makes them Halloween-ish. And as we go down this fence, again, we'll light these up tonight, and you'll get a chance to see them in their glory and close up. But there's the bigger skull. I just showed you a smaller skull. This is the bigger one, and another ghost. Now we'll move to the graveyard. In the graveyard we have 2 pumpkins, one on either side, kind of supposed to be scary pumpkins. And then in the back we have 2 gates. They come as a set. I've added this year, there's another skull in the graveyard, and then over here, one of the cool things is the hand. That's a new item this year. And then we put a rest in peace LED on both sides of the graveyard. And as we come to the front of the graveyard, we have another set of, sorry about the choppiness, trying to move to the street without getting hit by a car. There is another set of gates, and that would be all of the lighted items. Now my wife takes care of the graveyard. I set the lighted items out, she puts everything else out, and then I have to figure out how to connect electricity to them. So it's kind of a joint effort. We do this together. It's just my wife and I that do this, and a lot of people ask us how long it takes to set up the whole yard, and it usually takes 3, almost 4 solid 8-hour days, both of us working to put the yard together, and it takes us about 2 days to take it down and put it away. All right, the next thing after this, we'll show you them lighted as we get closer to the evening hours. Thanks. Okay, we're going to do the nighttime now. So this is the one side of the yard on the fence. We'll go to the other side of the yard now. That is not a lighted, that's the real moon. All right, this is the other side of the yard. As I showed you earlier, I changed the lights out or the light covers in a way, from white to orange.
Oh, he's looking right at you.
Oh, he's gonna go night-night. He goes down. That's...
What can you do?
What can you do?
He's popping out.
Yeah, he's
Pop.
popping out.
So fun.
At night we have a lot of folks walk the neighborhood, especially tonight where it's 70 degrees out. This is what the kids would walk up on Halloween night and any other night, but they come through the cat and it's lighted on both sides with, I don't know, I call them plastic, but I think they call them blow modes or glow modes or something like that. I don't know. The blow-ups sometimes throw off enough light, or the inflatables throw off enough light, but sometimes it's nice to add things. We added Darth Vader this year. It's cool. He makes a little bit of noise.
Your destiny lies with me. Your destiny lies with me. If you only knew the power of the dark side.
And then the kids will walk up to the little short guy. People always say, well, he gets bigger, you know. Well, we like him short. And then we add lighted things like these skull lights that you find here and there. Somebody asked one time where we get all our blow-ups. I mentioned where we got our lighted items or our LED items. Our blow-ups we get from Yard Inflatables online. I get them from Menards in Omaha, along with Lowe's and Home Depot. And sometimes we even get them from Walmart. We order them online. So just search the internet. You can find a lot of the inflatables, and good to get them on sale because they can be expensive. That concludes our lighted display. Hope you enjoyed it.